just before we get started, I did just want to say I am extremely sorry, and sorry if this does cause any inconvenience, but this is basically a disclaimer saying that the mic on the live comp, for some reason, didn't record on very high volume. Don't know why that happened. Maybe the USB wasn't properly connected in. Maybe it was just slightly off or out. But it did record at the end of the day. So if you just quickly turn your volume up, then I will also tell you when to turn it back down when it goes back up again, and when to turn it back up as well using text on the screen. I am really sorry for any inconveniences. There's been a few similar problems with this mic. It's not very consistent. So eventually I will be investing in a new one. Don't worry. Enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to another Friday HD video. Today we have another career mode episode. We are looking to fly through the January transfer window with Bayern, and we decide to open it up with all of these targets. So let's get straight into it. The first target, he's not a target as such, because whether he will be our best option is Sami Khedira. He's there, of course. Toni Kroos, it looks like I'm going to have to remove him. Would have been nice to bring Toni Kroos back to the club, but you cannot buy him because he's just recently moved from us ourselves. UK Gundogan is next, another similar option to Khedira, but probably a slightly cheaper, but maybe not. It depends whether Real Madrid are in the mood to sell him, considering he has only got 6 months left on his contract, considering he is a few years older. Although he is one rating higher, it's weird that maybe there's a bit more quality in Khedira than Gundogan. And then Marco Reus and Arda Turan are still there. I don't think I'll be getting any of them. I'd have loved Marco Reus, but it's not happening. Kevin De Bruyne has been linked with Bayern Munich in real life, and apparently Bayern Munich in real life aren't going to make any signings in this January transfer window, which in real life is of course happening now as well. So, well, that's a bit of a weird one. I think one signing would be good enough, because let's be honest, you don't want to be signing loads of players with Bayern Munich. They've already got an absolutely superb team. There's no need to sign loads of players. And then my favourite option is Rodrigo, not only because it's been suggested, but because he's been linked with Bayern in real life, and also because he would pretty much set up my idea perfectly. He's the only one we don't know his value of, but I will send in an offer, because I know that last time I offered him back in summer, I couldn't get him because he'd recently moved to Valencia, of course, from Benfica. So they did say, though, that his value was around 10 to 15 million. So I'll go with an 11 million bid, and the rest of them I might just not even bid for now, because my idea with Rodrigo is that with Rodrigo being striker, Muller wouldn't have to always play striker, meaning that Thiago could be our backup central defensive midfielder, or a normal centre mid for Schweinsteiger and Xabi Alonso. Bit more quality there instead of, well, Rode is very, very good, of course, but then apart from Rode, who do we have really in CDM after that? And then we also, of course, have Muller, who then maybe be able to drop into substitute or first team of Cam with Götze, mix it up a bit in them areas. Of course, in the 4-4-1, they could both play at the same time there. We've got Robin on the wings with Shaqiri, and then Ribery on the one side with Schala, and then up front Lewandowski, Rodrigo, and then Pizarro is the third striker. And of course, if we are playing 3-5-2, then Pizarro and Rodrigo would be intersecting with Lewandowski there. So it would give Pizarro the games, because I don't want to just drop him. He's been absolutely amazing. So that is why I don't want to just simply drop Pizarro. But Rodrigo would be a very, very good signing. And we're doing it realistically here. I know we've only got one season with Bayern, and then we're going to go back to Everton. But I think we've got to think about realism. And in real life, well, Rodrigo's potential would give a lot of realism for the next few seasons. So if we were to do more seasons, he would be a great option. And that's what I've got to think about here. Okay, Colombia have got a pretty decent team, but this series is just about Bayern. Like I am in my Everton career mode, because that's going to be a more long-term career mode on with Brazil. I've had a few international management offers already, but nothing really massive. Okay, oh no. Okay, they're not going to accept. Normally, they allow you in January to go into negotiations. Let's just have one more attempt and see whether money could persuade them. If I throw a lot more money at them, around 16 million, I mean, we can afford it at the end of the day. We've got 21 odd million after we get 10 odd million from the Champions League. And I mean, could be a great signing, couldn't he? Oh, final scout reports on De Bruyne. No, okay. Rodrigo's not happening, which is a real shame because I've had demand for Rodrigo. A lot of people wanted Rodrigo to come into the club, and it's a real shame that he's not going to happen now because, in my opinion as well, he was the best option. So, all of you guys that wanted Rodrigo, I am really, really sorry, but we're going to have to remove him, and, well, I don't want to just buy a player for the sake of it, but to be honest, I mean, I'd like to spend our money. We might as well. So I'm thinking De Bruyne here. Let me just take a moment. So I've decided to stick to my guns and my tactic and go for another striker. Now, basically Rodrigo, but a few years younger, is Alcacer. Plays for the same team, or Alcacer, or however you pronounce his name. I don't know how you pronounce his name. So any Spanish guys down there, please make sure you go and tell me if there is any Spanish guys out there. Subscribe to me anyway. Oh, let's call him Paco for now. So Paco, he is linked to Bayern Munich in real life. I literally just read a news article saying he's linked to Liverpool, Arsenal and Bayern, and Valencia fear losing him. So he's basically another great option who, of course, joined in 2010, so much more likely there. This guy I found on the free agents, but of course free agents don't stick to the free agents on this game, so they immediately go to another club. Now, I don't know who he is. Am I just being stupid that I don't know who he is? Whoever he is, he doesn't play for a team on FIFA, and he is very, very good on the FIFA anyway, which I checked him on. He's very, very good, so I'll keep him in mind. And then Jackson Martinez as well could be an awesome signing. Although his potential technically is the same as his rating, apparently this guy just flies up or whatever. But whether I really want to get him, is that the most best of options? Not really, because he's already 28. Would Bayern sign him in real life? I don't really think so. I think he's looking to go to like United or Arsenal or whatever. But then I did also want Jovetic as well, but unfortunately he's recently moved to Arsenal for like 24.5 million, literally in this transfer window, I think, unless it was in the summer. Can't remember it being in the summer though, so it might have been in this transfer window, which is unfortunate, but, you know, I mean, Alcacer is probably our main option at the moment and our main target. So, unfortunately, Jovetic will have to wait again. I will get him in one career mode one day. Okay, Napoli have approached this Romeron guy, and whoever he is, well, they've accepted a 13.5 million bid. So, just in case, I'm going to go into negotiations. I don't really think he's my favourite option. Let's go with 13.6 million. They should accept that. Transfer for Thiago. Oh, no way. I'll accept around 25 million for the kid. That's what like Bayern paid in real life, didn't they? Didn't they pay like loads for the Oh, Romeron's also in talks with Dortmund, so they've accepted. How did that work? That literally just appeared. I didn't even advance. Okay, but we've offered more than that, so let's not let our rivals get him, unless of course we do get Alcacer. Right, I'm going to go with around a 10 million bid for Alcacer, because I'm worried that his thing is going to take too long, his scout report. So 12 million bid. He is a crucial first team player there. And although Jackson Martinez isn't my preferred option, I will also go in with a 12 million bid for him. You end up paying really excessive amounts for the on-form striker from Colombia, of course. Alright, we've got a game, so for now we're going out of the live com just for this small amount of time with this game. Hopefully we'll fly through the game and get back to the transfer window as soon as possible. So, ASAP, I want to sign Paco Alcacer or Alcacer, or however you say his name, and or more likely the other guy, Romeron, as well. I'd prefer Romeron over Jackson Martinez, but really Alcacer is my preferred option right now. Okay, if you didn't well, turn your volume down in time, that is your bad. So, well, we've got a game here against FCV Mainz 05, of course. It's Ivy Lane. Oh, good old Ivy Lane, eh? We have opened up a decent 7-point lead on Schalke, but Schalke do have a game more played than us. This is that game. It is a night game, of course, here at Ivy Lane once more. Ivy Lane in Germany, which is just weird. But, well, yeah, we begin to start the day off not very well, as Sommels charges into a challenge, and it was very close to being outside the box, that. I thought that was a bit controversial. Although it was a bit of a foul, he did sort of bulldoze into him in, well, not a very good way. it was very, very close, really. I don't know whether that was fully inside the box, but at the end of the day, the game says it was, so I've got to accept that it was, and now we step up, trying to defend this penalty in any possible way we can. Neuer trying to distract him, trying to keep hold of his clean sheet. Oh well, it's not a good start, is it, against Mainz? They go off celebrating in their home ground as they take the lead. It is FC Mainz 1 and FC Bayern Munich 0. So it's not an awful, well, it is an awful start. It's not a great start. And, it was distraught defending, dogged defending, if you like, from none other than Mats Hummels, who, well, has improved excellently over the course of the season. And you'll see in the squad report at the end of this month how very, very good he is. But we do go into our next chance, and our next chance fell through Philipp Lahm. We were in the ascendancy, and despite the fact that we were behind, I didn't want it to become a desperate cause. And as I wanted him to pick up the ball, well, he didn't want to pick up the ball. So, I mean, as long as we scored early, well, we would have been in control, and we were in control all game. It was just the fact that if we would have been put off from scoring, if we wouldn't have been able to score, then there was a danger there that we might not have quite been able to get out of this little loop of in the losing position. So I'm glad that we scored early on, and well, not another great goal there. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. Shut up. Anyway, we continue on, and we're now in a 2-1 ascendancy as Lewandowski really does pick up a mistake and goes into double figures for the season, and he's got a great start here. But it's a chance for a Lewandowski first half hat-trick. He's on a hat-trick, of course. Lewandowski drops through, can't miss this one, and he doesn't. The good thing about Lewandowski recently, he was missing them at the beginning of the season. He wasn't firing them into the corners. Whatever I've done in training, Pep Guardiola has sorted out his shooting problems, and he's become way more clinical. Of course, Gundogan was getting his debut in this game as well. I was playing 3-5-2 with Alcacer partnering Lewandowski up front, and Muller dropping in Cam along with Mario Götze, I believe. No, not by Mario Götze, no, just Muller and Cam. And Muller had his series of opportunities. He had the opportunities for the taking this whole game, and he just didn't take them. And you'll see, he doesn't score. I'm going to give that away. And I didn't really give any more opportunities on the screen, but he had around 6 opportunities in that game. He's had his chances, and if he doesn't score them, then at the end of the day, I'm going to drop him. He does feel threatened, Götze, at the moment. Don't know why. It always seems to happen. You buy a central attacking midfielder, and they feel threatened. I don't really know why, because I haven't bought a central attacking midfielder. And we do finish the game up with a sweet goal. Like I said, it is really the sweetener of that game. Just the cherry on the top of the cake, or on the icing, if you like. And Lewandowski gets his 4th of the day. Fabulous game. Fabulous performance, singularly from Lewandowski. Unfortunate that we did concede against Mainz, but we were the controlling team all game, and that gives us the easy 3 points to retain our 10-point lead at the top of the table. Okay, overall good victory, and now we've got a decent offer, which is above his value, Thiago. So if we go just below what we did counter offer last time, I'd probably accept 24.2 million for him. And we've also had an accepted offer for Romero as well. So if we go ahead and offer him a contract. Okay, 2 replies. 20 million is their asking price. Valencia. Let's see whether we can do a bit of negotiation. 16 million, meeting them halfway, of course, at that point. And then Porto have also accepted for my less preferred, Jackson Martinez. But he's got a higher wage, Martinez, and he probably wouldn't take a pay cut. And especially considering he's going to be, well, he's looking for first-team football, isn't he? So, important with a pay cut, just because he's going to Bayern. Does that really mean he's going to accept that? Probably not. Oh no, now we're in a dilemma. He is being courted by many other clubs, Romero. He looks like a good player, to be fair to the lad, but Alcacer is still my preferred option due to realism. I don't know who Romero is, so maybe I'm just being stupid with that. Maybe I do know who he is. I just can't really think of a player who doesn't play. He plays for Venezuela and is that good. So, well, I mean, Alcacer is linked with them in real life. I'm not going to accept it just yet, but he'll probably be gone by the time that I come to accept it if I have to. Oh no, I'm sort of regretting that now. It's a big sum, but... Oh, crap. What do I do now? I'll probably have to get De Bruyne now, won't I? We could get De Bruyne with that amount of money, I reckon. Alcacer accepted. That's positive. We've got him a lot cheaper there. He won't be crucial. So maybe if we put 20% on and add around 5 grand on the wage. Squad rotation or important? Let's see what he says to squad rotation first. If he says no, then I'll go with important, because he probably will be important anyway. Jackson Martinez is also accepted. And Mario Götze, no way, not for 48 million. Oh, damn. I don't really want that to happen. Okay, Alcacer's accepted. That's definitely a high. That's sorted now. We've got a lot of money to work with for De Bruyne. And that's positive. That's just gone off again, the phone. Stupid thing, right? Romero, no. Probably could be an interesting option in a different career mode. Jackson Martinez, again, interesting option in a different career mode. Okay, De Bruyne, I really want that guy now. And after that as well, I think maybe Gundogan could be a good option. I mean, it's a difficult one, this, because I didn't really want to sell the guy. I don't know why I even put a counter offer in, so I am sorry about that. I didn't really think straight at the time. Should have just flat out rejected it, but maybe because he wasn't really growing at all anyway, was he? I mean, to be honest. Dortmund accepted 17 million for Gundogan. Okay, this could be perfect because he's higher rated, he's only 1 year older, and he's in the same position exactly. So, if we just set that up, I mean, he could maybe be better than De Bruyne because of the fact that De Bruyne is a central attacking midfielder. Okay, if we set that just in case, though, for De Bruyne, I would like to get De Bruyne in a career mode at some point. Okay, they want 29.5 million for De Bruyne, so no way to that. And we'll get yet another Dortmund player through Ike Gundogan then. If we accept that, we've still got, well, less than 8 million because of the wage budget, of course. But, okay, I think this is the right decision. Replacement for Thiago, and I know in technical ways we don't really need him anyway because of the depth that we've got in centre mid. But I really would like to add him into the squad. Another Dortmund player in Bayern Munich. I mean, if you can't beat them, which was, of course, they couldn't in one of the years, then join them. And, well, it's the other way around. They're joining them. But, okay, he's exactly like Thiago. Centre mid, CDM cam. That is exactly what Thiago could play in. He's got good weak foot, good skill moves. He's a dribbler, playmaker, acrobat. Got a finish shot and a bit of flair to him as well. Great stats. I love this guy in career mode. And if it wasn't for his marking and his heading, and of course his goalkeeping stats, but that's with every outfield player, then he would be all yellow or above. So now I look back on it and I think, well, was it really that bad a decision? We've got Gundogan for cheaper, made profit. It's a good money-making technique, I suppose, then. Overall, the business side of Bayern Munich and the shareholders would be happy. Awesome. Not bad stamina, and his strength, although only 70, is better than some faster strikers who have under 70, under 60 in some cases. So I'm glad that it's not terrible. Volley's 84, good finishing as well, 85, clinical hopefully. And, well, he's got 4-star weak foot, which could come in handy. Can play centre forward, 21 years old, got a poacher speciality, and that is Alcacer. So another great signing through him.